All right, good morning, everybody.
Hey, welcome to the channel. So this morning we're going to be working on our rooster coop. It seems like we've been doing that quite a lot, but I had put the small bantam roosters in there and they really like swings. So we're going to do a little bit of rearranging and put them a swing in there just so they can feel like, they're up above the silkies. The silkies won't get on any kind of perch or a swing, and that way they can kind of get away from them, because the silkies tend to like to bully the other roosters. And we're going to talk a little bit about our other rooster that we switched out and put in here with the Silkie roosters. So we're going to look at all of that today. And I also got them some food. It's mealworms and grains, and we're going to be feeding those today too. So let's get started. Let's go in here and see what we can do with these.
Good morning, Joe. How's it going up there? Oh.
Good morning. All right, so, our Belgium roosters love swings. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to do a little bit of rearranging this morning. We're going to probably put the swing about here so it can hang down and they can get on it if they want to. As babies, they grew up with the swing and they loved it. They would get on there and just swing back and forth. So I think they're really going to like that, and they're going to like being able to get up, like above the Silkies. So we're going to work on that a little bit today.
Joe got a lot of wood cutting done.
Oh, good.
It's nice to get outside. Get some stuff done.
So let's give them some food. I'm gonna put them over here so maybe they'll stay out of the way a little bit. The door's open. And I know last week we had gotten shut in the chicken pen.
We did get the locks. We have not put them on yet.
No, we have not put them on yet. I am fixing the door though, so we won't get shut in. Come on, put them some grains over here and distract them a little bit while we work on this. Probably gonna have to move this cage and stuff. Is this
where do you
hold on, let's see. Probably maybe about right there. Yeah, farther up. All right, so he's gonna work on that, and I don't know if y'all can see, but one of the Belgium roosters is in here in the cage, and I'm going to be getting rid of this cage too for right now. I don't think I have anything else to kind of put on here in here and get them associated with each other.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the swing. I don't know what you just did. Something. Probably going to have to move the food container over somewhere else too. So we'll take it down. Yeah, there we go. I think we may have to. Yeah, we have to and point them down just so it don't come off. Yeah, and it don't have to be perfect. The chickens don't care. So hopefully they'll be able to get on that and swing around some and, really like it.
Okay.
So here, the Belgium rooster is stuck in the cage. See if we can get him out. Come on. Oh, there he goes. No, he went back in. I suspect he's probably been in here hiding a little bit from the other chickens. Come on, buddy.
So these little roosters are mean, aren't they?
Yes, they are mean. They attack people. I don't know where the white Silkie is. There's a white rooster. Was he out a while ago? Oh, he's in there. He's in there. I guess we scared him, so he ran away. But you know, if you have chickens and you want them to have swings and play on them and that kind of stuff, you do need to do that while they're small, because once they get grown, they're not gonna want to get on it. It kind of scares them. But if they grow up, you know, used to, you know, kind of swinging on something, they'll love it. Like, they really will. I wish he would go over there and maybe try to get on it. Go on.
Where are you gonna put the food?
Well, I'm gonna have to move this cage. And I didn't want to hurt the rooster over here. We will. Now, I did put the Harold, the big rooster, in here for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 days, and it seemed to not help. Now, they have beat him up, and he actually has a comb that's bleeding. We're gonna go look at him in a minute. So we're gonna move their food over a little bit. And we have this right here. I don't know. Hold on. We'll move the camera so you can see. But I had bought like just a roosting bar on Amazon, and I'm gonna move it because they don't really use it anymore. So I think it's just kind of in the way. And another thing that we'll do is we're going to add some perches in here for them. Hopefully, if we add some perches in that swing, it'll help them be able to get up above, you know, the silkies, and they won't mess with them as bad. So,
we're through with the drill.
I think so. So we're through with that. The Belgian rooster's kind of confused right now. He's like, I think he was kind of hiding in there some and trying to stay away from the silkies. I mean, if he wants to go in there, he can. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go back here and we're going to look at Harold and talk about him a little bit and look at him and see about his comb. I may have to get some medicine and put on him. It was bleeding pretty bad the other day. They beat him up. So, you know, I hate that, but I don't know what else to do. We've talked about getting just a Amazon chicken coop and putting him in there by himself, you know, just outside the pen somewhere, just because he's getting beat up and he's doing the same thing that my other rooster did. He's stuck up in there. It's not that he's not depressed. I don't think he's depressed. I think Flatfoot was depressed. But he just, you know, got beat up. And so I've been putting food in there and giving him treats and stuff. So we're going to go around to the other side and look at him for a minute. I'm going to take this out too. I'll do it later. So let me see if I can grab him, and then we'll fix his food and stuff that I've had to put in here. Hey, buddy. So I don't know if y'all can see, but he's over here in the corner. And the little Belgian rooster, they seem to be friends.
Okay.
So here he comes. Let me see if I can get him. Come here, Harold. Now, Harold will peck me, so I have to be careful. So see, he has some little sores up on his comb. It looks better today. It's not bleeding quite as bad and stuff. Now, he's just a mixed breed rooster. He's pretty. He's got just some red. The Belgium is going to jump out. Anyway.
All right, Joe mentioned, I've heard of people doing it. He watched a video this morning about a new bill, Johnson County, whatever,
yeah.
He's not sure what state that is trying to pass. If passed, all residential properties will be restricted to 4 hens, no roosters, even property zoned as agricultural residential.
That's crazy. That is the craziest thing I ever heard. There's nothing wrong with having chickens. Oh, don't you peck me. So
that is probably your big
big people that don't know what they're talking about. They're just,
they know what they're talking about. That's your big the big companies that raise the chickens.
yes, they want to get rid of everybody else. What are you doing, bud? It's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna hurt you. No, don't you peck either.
Back to my chat.
Yeah. So
Where did my chat go?
anyway, we're gonna put him back, and I don't think I'm gonna put any medicine. I think it's kind of okay right now. I did spray some stuff on it when it first happened, but it looks like he's got some scabs and it's kind of scabbed over. And if you have roosters, you know, they kind of get sores on their comb anyway. I guess just because it sticks up so high and things happen. Chickens like to peck at each other if they have a sore or something. And that just kind of happens to their
You got your phone? I can't
combs.
get back to the chat.
Can't get back to the chat. Why not? Hold on. I got my phone. Here, let's look at.
Here we go.
Okay, you got it? Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I'm back at the chat. It's a example. Local government's trying to get rid of backyard growers and gardeners. You are exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna fill this up. Put him some water in here since he's don't want to go down there to get water. He's probably pretty thirsty.
I think in the county we live in, I don't think that would happen.
I don't either.
You know, we have.
Our county is pretty laid back. It's pretty
real
rural.
Laid back. And I mean, to be blunt, it's a poor county.
Yeah.
But you know.
So if you can get up in here, so I've had to.
It is very laid back, and.
Here you go, bud. You want some water? Yeah.
But now I can see that happening in the counties next to us.
I'll put them some food in there too.
Yeah, he said he didn't think it happened in his area. It's mostly rural.
Yeah.
This is a very rural place. A lot of people here have gardens. I'd say a lot of people have chickens.
A bunch of people have chickens. I mean, you go down the road and you can't pass, you know, 2 houses without seeing somebody that has chickens in their backyard.
They have. Most of them have more than 4 chickens. You know,
yeah, they do.
So.
I've actually hatched chickens for a few neighbors, you know, that we have around here, and they love their chickens. I'm gonna give them some of these mealworms. Hey, buddy, you want some mealworms? Here, look.
But that's just government overstepping, I think.
Yeah.
Just...
Look. Oh, they're eating that regular food. So they had gotten without food up here, and I don't think the Silkies is letting them go down there and eat. But it's funny to me. This Belgium rooster seems to have made friends with Harold. Harold is twice as big as he is. So they seem to be just getting along great and hanging out together, which is good. Because they need, you know, chickens are social and they need some kind of companionship. So I think that's awesome that they're hanging out like that and talking to each other like that. So I hope, though, that they'll, you know, get out of there and maybe at least the Belgium go get on that little swing, and we'll put some perches, you know, in there.
We'll have the fence and they can.
Yeah, they can all get out and run around and won't be, you know, so bad beat up.
Pebbles, the cat, her daughter's cat, decided to.
Oh, I wanted to show y'all something real quick. Not on another subject. Not speaking of the chickens. Our peach tree, we thought it was dead, but it has blooms everywhere. So just saying, if you think a tree is dead or something, make sure you wait till springtime to cut it or to do something with it, because this one's obviously not dead. It looked like it's got a bunch of black and stuff on the limbs, and we really thought that it was just dead, or just only a little bit of it was alive.
This is the one with the really good peaches on it.
Yes. So I'm excited about that. And I think we need to get another couple of peach trees, you know, to plant. Maybe over that way, not like right in front of the chicken pen. But yeah, I'm excited about our peach tree. I hope that all these blooms come out and we have that many peaches.
Yeah.
You know, for every bloom, you know, makes a peach. And I hope that is just amazing to me how many blooms are on there. And peaches, they're kind of a pink color, and they don't really have a smell.
Don't mess the blooms up.
I'm not. They don't have a smell, but if you don't know, if you grow, orange trees have a smell. Did you know that?
I've never touched an orange
I
tree.
have. So
When did you touch an orange
I don't
tree?
know, somewhere, I don't remember where, but orange trees, their blooms have a smell. They smell like an orange. That's just odd to me. So Pebbles is climbing the tripod. It's fixing to fall over. Okay, so let's go around here and we'll give some Nick and our other chickens some treats. They're like waiting for me to come give them some treats. So we did do some cleanup over here and we moved some boards around. I don't know. We didn't really want to burn all those boards because they're, yeah, we could use them for something. So let's go in here and see how Nick and them are doing. Give them some treats. Hey, Sweet Pea. Yeah. Yeah. Look. And this is just mealworms and scratch grains is what I'm giving them. They love that. We got plenty of food in here. So, you know, talking about the roosting bars, I know I've said it a few times, but they really love these. Most chickens do, except for my Silkies. They'll get on here and perch up there and sit and really seem to enjoy getting up there on the roosting bars. Now, I suspect in the summertime that they'll actually sleep outside on the roosting bars when it gets hot. They'll do that sometimes if you have roosting bars outside during the summer. They'll come outside and get on those roosting bars and sit. I guess just because it's so hot, you know, up in the roosting area.
Plus they have a fan in there too.
They do have a fan in there. We don't have it plugged in right now because it's kind of winter and we don't really need it. But it helps with the heat and, you know, kind of with the, like, being so stuffy in there, you know. So we do have a fan in there to draw all of that stuffiness out and some of that heat. It's just an attic fan, really. It's a small attic fan is what we got and put it in there. And they seem to enjoy that. But yeah, they love these scratch grains. Yeah. And if you'll know, they're picking out all the mealworms. They're leaving the scratch grains and they're just picking out all the mealworms. Now, it's funny though, if I don't mix the mealworms in with their grains, they'll eat the grains first. You know, they'll pick out the grains that they like the best and leave the rest. And when they get done, a lot of times they leave the corn. They don't like the cracked corn. So I don't know why. They just don't. They'll pick everything else, and a lot of times it'll leave the cracked corn behind. So, and then, you know, I was talking about laying the eggs. I have the older hens that I probably are never going to lay eggs again because they're about 5 years old. And that's this white one and then the two black ones. They're older. They're about 5 years old, and I don't think they're ever going to lay eggs again. So the only ones that I'm really getting eggs out of, you know, when they do lay, is Sweet Pea, the brown one, this Easter egger. Wren is a mixed breed, but she's part Easter egger, and then we have an Americana hen over there. And all of them are about 2 years old. So they're still laying. They're still doing good and laying eggs. And I did get them to start laying eggs again. So I'm getting about 4 a day from this group. Yeah, out of this coop. So they are, and we'll go look in a minute and see if there's any in there. It may not be since it's early morning. But yeah, now my other little group, my black copper Morans and my olive egg are over there. They're sporadically lay. You know, they'll lay once every other day or something. They just don't lay every day. But this little group, you know, besides the older hens, they've got to where they started laying again. You know, I fed them the meat and I've been giving them a good bit of protein, and they seem to be doing better about laying eggs. Also, it's warmer, and I think that helps the situation too.
But the protein helped a lot.
The protein helped a whole lot, to give them the protein, and, you know, I guess be consistent with it. You know, you got to give it to them like every day and not, you know, every other day or something. But, you know, just lots of scrambled eggs, which I got from the Silkies because they are laying eggs. And, you know, I just fed them scrambled eggs and the mealworms and gave them meat. You know, I actually fed them chicken. And that seemed to help them a lot with their laying issues. So, yeah. Y'all, that is enough, Sweet Pea. She's like looking at me, wanting me to give her some more. Here, you can have just a dot more. Okay? Here. You want to eat out of my hand? Yeah. Just sweet as she can be. And, you know, I guess that's why she's named Sweet Pea. Yeah. Here. Let's see. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, see, they picked out all the mealworms. And now I've got just grains left. And they're like, I'm not sure if we want those. It's so funny to me how they know the difference, I guess, between the different foods. And I don't know if it's the smell or just that they can see that it's different, or how they know the difference in the grains when they're eating them. I guess it's the way they look. I don't know. And, you know, chickens, they're farsighted in one eye and nearsighted in the other eye. I think that's amazing. And I believe that's all birds that are like that. So that's very interesting. All right, let's go over here to the black copper Morans and see if we can give them some food. They're having a duck over here. I gotta get this door shut. Where were we when we got locked in the other day? Were we in here?
No, I don't know if here or the roof.
I don't know either. Okay,
Sure
back up.
We gotta fix that. We got
Yeah,
the stuff.
we do got the stuff. We got, and hopefully we can do that this week. Oh, they have tore up their step ladder thing. So again, if you buy something off of Amazon like this, it's just know that it's not going to last forever and it may tear up. They actually have a little hanger on here that I put vegetables in, so it's not all over the ground. But, you know, 2 of the little roosting bars have come off. And, but they still get up here. They like to get on the little perches. But just know if you buy one, to buy an expensive one or know that it's going to tear up. So, all right, y'all want some stuff? Yeah. And, you know, we talked about Clyde's frostbite on his comb. It looks like it's much, much better. He's only got 2 little places on his top comb that has, I wish he would let me catch him. But now he don't like it now because I caught him so much to try to doctor his comb, and now he knows he don't want me to catch him. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah. These hens are not as tame as my other hens over there, and they tend to not eat out of my hand and that kind of stuff as my other little group over there. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You're okay.
got somebody over there who's got on the other side.
Oh, on the other side? That's our free-range chickens. So, I don't know if Flatfoot will come down here, but that's one of the free-range chickens. That's my daughter-in-law's, and she's just kind of hanging out. We'll give her a few grains in a minute, and we go back around. We hadn't fed the Silkies any, so we'll go over there and feed them some and talk about them a little bit and how they're doing. They seem to be doing okay. You know, I put the Belgium hen in there, and she seems to be doing okay over there. So we'll go look at them. So look, see how they're picking out all the different grain. They leave I guess that sweet grain is what that is. It's little small, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's little small stuff. They like everything else except that, and then they'll pick over the corn sometimes. Yeah. All right, let's go see about the Silkies, how they're doing. Talk about them a little bit.
Which Silkies? The rooster Silkies?
No, the other Silkies. And I keep calling them the Silkies, but now we've got, the Polish are in here. We got the little Belgian Bantam. I guess we're just going to have to call them the Bantam group. All right, get back. I did have an incident with the Bantam rooster last week after I moved him. The door came open and he got out. And
have to take care of the door.
Yeah, okay. So I had to chase him all over the yard. I fell down. It was a catastrophe. But I finally got him to go in where he was supposed to be. All right, let's see. Y'all want some of this?
This one's staying in there.
She was out a while ago. So, hey, sweet girl, do you want some grains? Come on. Here. See if she'll come eat. She's still a little shy, but I don't think that they're beating her up or anything. We're really...
I think she's scared of me.
She's just a little bit scared. She kind of grew up in a enclosed area and wasn't like outside a lot. And she's like eyeing that. She's like, I'm not sure if I want this or not.
But she was out. So I came in.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was out earlier, and she was actually trying to get up on the little roosting bars and sit on those a while ago. And these Belgians and these Polish, they love to get up on the bars, but the rest of them, the Silkies, they just don't. And I don't know what it is about them, but they don't.
They're not very shy.
No, they're not. Elvis, I just think Elvis is so funny. Yeah, he's the rooster. His feathers are like more feathery than the hens are. I think he's the cutest thing like ever. But yeah, she's okay. Yeah, I noticed that she's the first one to get in there and go to bed at night. She gets in there and goes to bed.
So does she get in there by herself?
Yeah, she'll go in there by herself. A lot of times, if you introduce some new chickens to the flock, they won't follow the rest of them and they won't go to bed like they're supposed to, and you have to put them up every night. But she's been going in there every night. She is so pretty. Just looking at her, she's got like silver almost in her wings, not just white, but it looks like it's got some silver mixed in there, and just so pretty. And when they were born, they were silver. It's amazing to me how the chickens, their colors change as they get older. A lot of chickens are born kind of a yellow color and then they turn brown as they get older, and she was silver. So it's just amazing how that happens to me. The whole process of chicken raising and, you know, hatching them and all that is just, you know, it's just my heart. I just love doing that. And I'm not the only one. You know, I talk to other people that love their chickens and they love hatching them and love raising them. You know, I just really do. I really enjoy it. So the weather here today, I think it's supposed to get up in the 70s.
It was a little cooler than I thought this morning.
It was 38. Now, I actually thought it was going to be warmer, and I didn't lock them up last night, but they seemed to be okay. I knew it wasn't going to freeze. But in the summertime, I won't close this door, just so they can get some air and stuff in there. This is a little bit smaller than the other roosting places are for my other chickens, and I know it's going to get hot in the summertime. And again, now the Polish ones will probably roost outside during the summertime, you know, just because it's hot. And they have an instinct. They know when it's going to be cold, and you'll notice, you know, if they know it's going to be cold or rainy, they'll get in the roosting area and sleep where they're supposed to when it's cold and huddle up together.
Joe said mid-60s again there.
More great.
Outside time once it warms up a bit first.
Yeah.
We're almost there where we get outside every day.
Yeah, we are almost there where we get outside every day. So hopefully, I wish we were in there. I'm looking across the way here, and there's two hens that's like high up on the.
See them here.
Can you see them? They're high up on the roosting bar over there. That's so funny. But they love that. They love getting up high like that. And you know, think about it. They are birds. You know, they should like getting up high, up above everything.
You want to check for eggs?
Oh yeah, let's check for eggs. One of the little Silkie hens. Hey, sweetheart. One of the little Silkie hens. She's trying to be broody. And I've noticed that she's sitting in here, and sometimes...
Is she in there now?
No, I think she's over there eating. But sometimes when they go broody like that, they won't lay eggs. And, oh yeah, she's in there. I see her. If you'll, yeah. I don't know if you can, it's dark.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah, so we're not going to let her sit on eggs right now. I don't need any more chickens.
Yeah.
You know, I am later on gonna hatch some more eggs. I hope to get some of those.
Is she sitting on her eggs?
She probably is, and I'll have to get them out from under her. But I need the tool to do that. She pecks me, and if you have a brooding hen, that's what they do. They're like overprotective, and they'll bunch up and do their wings like this and kind of hiss at you. And she does that. You know, she'll peck at me and stuff when I try to get in there and get her. But what I've been doing, I have a little, it's not a rake, it's just a little scoop thing. And I'll scoop the eggs with it and get them out from under her. I can go get it, and we can see if there's any eggs under her. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. It might be better if I come in from the other way, but I don't know. Let me see. Go find my scoop thing. All right. So, got this. Hold on. I can't wait till we fix these doors.
Okay, come over and show us what you got here.
Okay, so this is just a scooper. It scoops the litter out, and also I've been using it to get the eggs out. They won't lay their eggs in the little nesting box that I got in there, but if you want to put the camera down here, we may can. Just see if we can get her lifted up. See how she's pecking? And I'm not hurting her. I'm just trying to get the eggs. There's 1, 2. All right, let's see if there's any more under there. Oh, we're scaring the Belgium. Do you see any more under there? I don't. I think she only had 2.
Yeah.
So if you have a broody hen and they just refuse to stop trying to sit on the eggs, they can get like dehydrated and stuff because they just want to sit there and try to hatch an egg. So if you have that, sometimes it's necessary to kind of isolate them or make them get up and get off the nest and, you know, where they'll eat and drink, because they can get dehydrated and, you know, they just sit there and want to hatch their eggs. So just know that. Yeah, she just wants to sit there and try to hatch some eggs, but she's not going to do that. And that's one thing that the Silkies are known for, is that they love to go broody and hatch eggs. So in the future, I may let them try to hatch some eggs, but right now, not now. Another thing is, if you're hatching eggs, you don't want to use the eggs from a very young hen, because they may have some problems, like some genetic problems, or they just don't develop right in the egg. So just remember that if you're, and I don't want to use, you know, I don't want to hatch any right now, but also it's because they're young and I don't want to use their eggs because I'm afraid something will be wrong with the eggs or they won't hatch. So just know that. So they're still, now it looks like they've picked out all except these little round seeds, and I'm not sure what those are. You find those round seeds in the actual bird food. Hey Elvis, what you doing, bud? Elvis is trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they're not very shy, are they?
No, they're not shy at all. They, one thing I think about them is, I don't think they can see very well because they have all these feathers on top of their head. And they'll walk up, like this one right here is kind of close to you right now. And they'll kind of walk up to you and, uh-oh, what is wrong?
What?
She's like breathing funny. See?
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's got something in her throat. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do something with her. Yeah. Oh, goodness. See how she's breathing? So sometimes if you just kind of massage their neck and they're breathing like that, it'll help them. So that's what I'm trying to do. I may have to isolate her by herself and get some vitamins and feed them to her. See if we can fix her. That's not normal for a chicken to act like that. Yeah, you got something in your throat, baby? I know. My goodness. Yeah. I know. My goodness. I mean, I don't know, I can't feel anything now. She hadn't been eating. Her crawl is not full. She's breathing real funny, like she can't get her breath. Now, chickens will throw up. I don't know if y'all know that, but they will if they have something or they drink too much water. So her neck kind of feels a little funny. I don't know if she's done something to herself or just can't breathe. Yeah. They can get some respiratory issues too. I did have another Polish hen, and she had some respiratory issues, and I think it may be just the breed that they get respiratory issues sometimes. So I'm gonna have to take her and put her in the cage and isolate her, give her some vitamins, and see if I can get her to breathing like she's supposed to. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get her to drink some water. Here. Here, drink some water. I don't want to like stick her whole head in it. Is she drinking any? I can't tell. Like it, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to make her drink too much. But I guess that's all for today. I didn't know that she had an issue, so we're gonna, I don't know. We're gonna isolate her and we'll update y'all on her, what's going on with her and how she's feeling. Looks like something, maybe like a sore or something on her nose. So I don't know what exactly is going on. But anyway, we're going to isolate her, put her in a cage by herself, give her some vitamins, see if we can get her to breathe right. If she don't breathe right and can't eat, then she'll die. I don't want her to die. So we'll see what we can do to get her feeling better. I mean, she seems to be kind of okay right now, just that she can't. I don't think she has a full obstruction or a full problem, but we need to see if we can get it cleared and fix her. So we thank y'all for watching, and we'll keep you updated and let you know next week what's going on with her. And I'm going to isolate her. So, you know, these things happen, just what it is. So thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good day.
And Joe, thanks for chatting with us. Hope to see you tomorrow. And you have a good day. And everybody else watching on the replay, take care. Thanks for watching.